Time?
right?
Yeah. How about you? You been busy?
Yeah, yeah, staying busy over here, man.
You look like you just been out in the woods cutting down trees or something.
I got the wild man look going,
Yeah,
man.
you do. With it coming
Yeah.
back down in the back, I'm jealous because look at this. This thing don't do nothing up here.
My wife calls it the Jesus flows.
There we
Uh, it,
go.
it's naturally curly, but in the morning or in the afternoons, if I brush it out or whatever, it just gets the waves and hits the
Yeah,
shoulders, and
I love
wife
it. I
loves it.
love it.
Yeah, thanks, brother. Thanks.
How's things
I
going? Otherwise, you doing this full time now, or you still sidelining it?
Nah, still just full time in the shop
Good.
every day,
Good.
grinding it out, doing custom builds for guys. A lot of custom builds now, and man, staying in the paint booth a lot too. The paint booth is
Look at
really,
you. Look at
yeah,
you. That's right,
yeah.
man. From painting in the
So
backyard to the booth now. I love it.
yeah, man, that really ended up being kind of my passion.
Yeah.
Turning wrenches is always going to be something that I love to do, and doing the custom builds. But the paint bug bit, and it's like I'm hitting every class that I can, and every seminar, learning every technique, and getting around these other painters, and hey, how do I do this, or teach me how to
Yeah.
do that, and
That's
so
rad, dude. Very stoked for you. That's amazing.
thank you, thank you.
We've been buddies for a long time now, and I've kind of seen you kind of start from the beginning and move your way to, and it's really cool to see, man. You're doing a great job.
Man, thank you, man. You're actually one of the first people to really dive in and kind of support and help when I kind of decided, hey, I'm gonna stop doing this as a hobby and
Yup.
do it a little bit more, professionally.
Yup.
You were definitely one of the first that just, I got such a love for you because you
Yeah.
really just anything you could do, you were there for me. So,
Yeah.
I
I
love you a lot.
appreciate it, man. It's
Appreciate
it's,
you.
it's a it's a community, man. If we're not helping everybody come up, then what are we doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
You know.
exactly, man. And I'm honestly and probably, I mean, I know it's an opinion, but in the best city in the world to be in this kind of a community because we got a lot of guys out here. FXR divisions here,
Yup.
Ramjet Racing's out here, and all of those guys from Tony to Big Chris to Striker at Lucky Strike. All those guys are amazing people, willing to
Yep.
help, willing to you need a tool or what a technique or anything, man. The community out here is rad. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
um,
For sure.
Phoenix is
You
a
know,
great place to be.
in my experience, man, our community as a whole is pretty awesome. There's a few dudes in it across the board that got some big chips on their shoulder, but
Yep.
that's with everything. We're all fucking cavemen. You know what I mean? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, exactly.
But man, I came from nothing too. You know what I mean? I just started doing what I wanted to do, and
Right.
and just tried to figure it out the best I could. And I'm not always right, and I've made mistakes, and that's part
Part
of
of the
it, right?
learning curve,
Yeah. But
Nobody gets it right all the time.
yeah, you don't learn anything when you're right, man. That's my motto. But
That's right.
it's been great too, and it's been a great experience on my side too. People think that I've been doing this. I mean, I've been doing this a little bit longer than some, but man, it's still it's warming to see. Even the OGs of this shit. Dealing with like Paul Yaffe and stuff, dude. That's fucking cool to me because I grew up watching these dudes on TV. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
Right.
it's cool as fuck, dude. I don't know. Everybody's just been it's a great community to be a part of, man. I guess is it's
It is, man. It's wild to. I'm the same, man. I watched Paul Yaffe growing up, building stuff, and now I meet him at Bike Week and shake his hand, and he's like, "Man, how
yeah,
you doing?" It's like, "How the hell do you know my name? That's
yeah,
wild,
yeah.
Or, what? A couple years ago, I ran into you at Mama Tried in Milwaukee, and you walked
Yup.
up, "Man, how you doing?" Shook my hand. My daughter was with me, and it was just, she was starstruck. She's like, "Dad, that's Steve. That guy's famous." And so it's crazy, man. Like
Yeah,
this community is a lot smaller than people actually think it is. So,
dude, it's tiny.
um,
It's tiny. You know what I
yeah,
mean? We gotta
yeah, it
all
really
watch out
is,
for each
man.
other, dude.
Yeah, yeah, you're not wrong. Big Chris from FXR division and I were just having a conversation the other day about some of these guys get greedy, and the mentality of that is just wild to me because
Yeah,
there is enough for everybody in this industry,
yeah.
man. He said it best. He's just like, there's when you're booked out and I'm booked out and Tony's booked out and all the shops are booked out, that tells you something. There's enough for everybody. There's not,
100%.
you don't got to be greedy with your stuff. So
Yup.
I love that. I love that mentality out here. It's rad.
Yeah, yeah. No, you got some good mentors out there for sure, man. All those people that you're talking about, man, they're all dear to my heart as well. You know what I mean? And
Right.
I speak very highly of all of them. And you know, you couldn't have mentioned a better crowd to be around for sure.
For
You
sure,
know.
man. And luckily, I just fell into it. I'm not even from out here. I'm from up in Portland, Oregon, and
Yup.
luckily moved down here. It's been about 7 years ago, and luckily I was able to get the Harley out of the garage a little more once I got down to Phoenix, and
Yup.
fell in with the right folks. Got to meet a bunch of cool people, and here we are
Yeah.
today.
Well, you know, and it shows though when people have passion for this and truly want to do something with this, it's not hard to find those people. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Some guys are in it just to see what they could do on the internet. You know what I mean? And like, it's easy to pinpoint the people that'll be here when the fad's gone.
right. Yeah, you're not wrong, man. It's these guys that are all show on the net, and you get the
Yeah.
Instagram page with 10 and 15,000 followers, and then you get on some of these real builders pages, and the guy's got like 3K. It's like,
Yep.
you go through his followers, and it's all guys that you respect and love and like to watch them build, and it's like, all right, bro, you're a real one right here.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. And I know plenty of people like that that are so fucking talented but could care less about being in the limelight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they're busy anyway, so they don't really need it per se. But man,
right.
yeah, it's like that, dude. And I got nothing but respect for those people too, man. You know, it's I'd love to be able to disappear. You know, I do this one
Right,
day to hopefully buy a big piece of property somewhere and just be gone and delete my accounts and I just live on
right.
this property now and do whatever I want to do. You know,
Build cool shit and fuck
yeah,
everybody else.
yeah, dude.
Hell
Fuck, man,
yeah.
I love that. But I love what I do though. Don't get me wrong, dude. I fucking love this, and it's I couldn't ask for a better job. You know what I mean?
You're on like a different level, bro. You're over there making cool parts that the rest of us drool over when we see them come across the internet ad,
Shit, man. I just do because I gotta do. you
Right?
know,
Right?
I
Somebody's
learn
got to fill the
everything because I
void.
have to, man. It's a necessity. It's life or death.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Yup.
Well, I love watching you go, bro. It's crazy. I remember when you first bought the CNC machine, and now watching you now is like
Yeah.
night and day, bro. The stuff you're turning out is so rad, bro.
Hell yeah, dude. Thank you so
So
much. I
rad.
appreciate that. Now we just gotta get people to
Absolutely.
buy it.
Right? Speed King's
Go buy some
plugs.
parts.
Hell yeah, bro. So what's new with you? What do you got going on? It's been a minute since we've talked.
Shoot, I'm just kind of trying to get my bearings back together from Born Free, Texas, man. We were out there for a week, but we drove straight through without sleeping all the
Oh
way
shoot.
there, and then we did the same thing all the way back. But on the way
Yeah.
back, we went up to Oklahoma to see my kid real quick, and so we
Okay.
drove straight. We drove 5 hours north to Oklahoma, and then all the way back straight. And it just fucking I'm not that young anymore apparently, and it just
No,
fucking
man.
zonked me out, man. I've been trying to
Right?
get some work done, and I'm just like,
Can't even clear the cobwebs, you know?
fuck yeah. So yeah, just kind of getting back in the shop this week. I just did an exhaust install video for Bassani with my filmer guy Zach, and then just kind of I'm laser etching some derby covers over here right now, and just you know getting some things going. Trying to get
Hell
moving
yeah.
for the week. We got to do a show tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I see
Oh,
Slim
I
House is
see.
here.
Yeah, I see Slim House down there joined in. Such a
Man,
handsome feller nowadays.
I know. I was good to see him in Texas.
Bro, the last time I saw him, I didn't even recognize him. I was like,
Yeah, I
what'd you
make
do
him
with my
send me like
buddy?
monthly updates just so I do recognize him when I see him.
For real, he's gonna have to slow down in the gym. He's gonna waste away to nothing, man.
Right. So what do you got going on, man? Talk to me.
Bro, just building, kind of still dinking around with this 82 that I have been for a while, and finally got the break-in miles on the stroker shovel done on that.
Yeah, what size is that motor?
It's a 86 inch,
Oh wow.
so it's a stroked shovel head with a standard size cylinder.
Gotcha.
S&S makes a special piston for it.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
That's
so she thumps pretty good, man. She's fun to get around. I kind of, the bike's had 3 iterations at this point. I bought it as a basket case. The man that had it died during COVID,
oh
and
wow.
his wife sat and looked at it in the garage. He'd been working on it. It was all taken apart. And she sat and looked at it and cried every time she opened the garage, obviously, and
Yep.
shoved it in storage, and it stayed there for a year. And she just decided, she was sick of paying the bill on that. Put in the marketplace ad for $3,500. Didn't she?
Yep.
Boxes and boxes and boxes, and she's like, all those parts go with it. I don't really want to poke through it all, but
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
there.
No.
But it a majority of it was there. And the lower end looked pretty good, and so I put it back together and wrote it around a little bit as just a it was stock that had been repainted basically.
Gotcha.
And then we decided we were going to build something with it, but it was, it's an 82 tapered shaft.
Yep.
They're, you can't build a lot of horsepower on them or you're just going to tear them up. So I thought
Yep.
maybe I'd go the chopper route and kind of have some fun with it. And so I cut a couple things here and cut some tins for it and stretched the front end out 6 over and rode it around like that for a little bit. Took it to Born Free. I think you saw it like that.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
It was the first thing I ever painted.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And then just got done with this stroker. Rob from SNS kind of helped me out with a bunch of cool guy parts, and
Yep.
we put that together. And I've ridden it now about 300 miles, and with that motor in there, it's not chopper style anymore.
Yeah.
Gonna have to bring it down and build a more performance bike. So I've been gathering some parts, and we're gonna put a 39 mil front end on it, and
Yep.
do a little more cool guy FXR stuff, West Coast FXR build.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think I'm
Yeah.
gonna do a Ventura style build on it, and
Hell yeah.
put a little canyon carver.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
That's the best ones, man, for sure. I like those like little narrow fucking FXRs. They're super fun.
yeah,
Let's check.
everything I build is like narrow bikes, man. I'm not big on saddlebags. I'm not big on wide fairings, RP fairings, and even my Road Glide. It's super functional, but I kind of hate the fairing on it. It's nice; it keeps the wind off me, but it's so wide. Splitting traffic is just a nightmare. So, yeah, I like these little skinny bikes, man. It's
Oh yeah.
kind of like I said, I grew up in Portland, Oregon. I have that West Coast kind of style to me, so
Yep. Yep.
I, I like them thin, so we can smash canyons. Everything needs to be high, so you're not dragging anywhere, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yep.
kind of
Same
same
with a
thing you
big
guys
booty.
built down there.
Yeah. Well, let's see her. Let's check her out.
All right, see if I can. So here she is. We got her in the stand. Actually, finally today, I'm gonna start putting this 39 mil front end on it. Um, Dyna 2000 I ignition on her. I know you love the shovels, so
Oh yeah.
um, just it's a basic S&S motor, S&S bottom end. It's we did the fuel or the Evo oiling, so it all oils on the top end. Deleted the all of the top end stuff, where the oil would come up out of the case there.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So it oils up the push rods. It's got roller rockers in it, so she's nice and quiet. I just had a really close friend of mine cut this thunder header down. You can kind of see it's pretty short.
Yeah.
I like that look. I've always been a fan of it. They didn't make a thunder header for rubber mount FXR, shovel head FXR. So I just bought the shovel head one and figured, I will make, how it is. We'll make it work somehow.
Yep.
And it turned out good. I really like the way it sounds. It looks pretty cool. He cut it so it'll allow me to run a lot taller shocks. I
Yeah. It looks
wasn't
real
going to be
tight
able to.
to the frame too. It looks good.
Yeah, it's nice and tight to the frame. We use the original mount here. I don't know if
Oh,
you can
nice.
see the rubber mount, so it moves with the bike as it's supposed to. These things crack,
Yep.
so we'll see. We'll see how see how it goes. But so far, so good. James is pretty amazing welder. So, did the basic upgrades every we could. It's got an integrated taillight. Turn signals are in there. I don't know how these old men in Arizona slept on that license plate, and I was able to get it. But
Yeah, you'd think
that's
that would be gone a
it's
long time ago.
man, that's its actual plate. That's not a vanity or anything. That's the registration for the bike. I don't know how the hell these guys. Everybody that sees it is like, "How'd you get that?" I don't know. I just applied for it.
Yeah, right?
Um, it's got a late model trans, got a trans out of a 91 and the primary, and there's all late model stuff, evolution clutch, and it's got a York compensator, so it all runs nice and quiet and kind of
Yeah.
upgraded and the way it's supposed to. OG bars, I'm Mickey Mouse on everything. I don't want to duck my head to look how fast we're going.
Yep, yep.
Your bars, I run literally on everything I ride, man. The bend is pretty much perfect. So shout out Steve for
Thank you. Appreciate
figuring
that.
out the perfect bend on everything. But that's basically her, man. I took her all the way apart, powder coated the frame, and did the wheels to match. Um, was the first FXR I kind of went after and built. So I'm kind of happy with it. We're already looking to get another couple of them.
Oh, yeah, they're addicting.
Man, I'm good buddies with Shook Soda, Austin,
Oh, yeah.
and
Austin, yeah, he's good people.
watching this thing he's building, being over there in the garage with him and checking it out, getting like sneak peeks is, bro,
Yeah.
that thing's coming along. And every time I see it, I'm like, cool. Now I got to get another FXR because you're out
Right?
cool guiding me right now.
Right,
So
right. I got 2 FXR projects right now, and I need to get
yeah.
working on them, but, I got too many things, too many irons in the fire right now to fucking play with them.
Well, I remember when I first bought this, when you were just kind of collecting parts for your Shovelhead
Yep,
FXR
yep.
project. So
I still
I'm,
got them.
I know, man. I'm a fan of them now. I'm really waiting to
Yeah,
see what you're gonna do with this thing.
yeah. See, I got a crazy idea in my head, and I need a little bit more money to
Yeah,
make that
that's always
idea happen.
yeah. It's always money, man. It's
Oh, money and time, money and
yeah,
time,
right, right.
so
It's luckily I was able to get this thing. I blocked off a few days so I could get this in the stand because I mean getting your own bike in your stand, it's like the what they say, a cobbler's kids never have shoes.
yup, yup,
And my
exactly.
Dyna needs service right now. My Road Glide needs service right now. It's like never get time to do anything for myself, and
Yeah, it's
so
hard. It's
yeah,
hard. It usually takes me a minute to build a bike for myself. Um, and I have everything just kind of sitting on the lift for that bike, but I haven't touched it in 6 months, 8 months.
right.
I've never really done anything. I need to take the frame in and just take the frame, make sure it's straightened. Go take it over to Rack and Pull, just check it all out. Because when I got that frame, I just went and found a frame somewhere. It's got a title and everything, but I got a lot of,
Right.
I don't want to start putting it together and find out fucking frames all tweaked or something stupid. You know,
Yeah. Yeah,
Might
that's
as
the
well just do it
nightmare.
now. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the nightmare.
yeah. So it's I got a lot of, but my big idea that I need more money for is I want to put those Speed and Science heads on it, and I want to turbocharge it.
Bro,
Yeah,
everything they make up there at Speed and Science is freaking gorgeous,
out of
right?
control, out of
Man,
control.
yeah. His heads, his cylinders,
Oh
amazing.
yeah,
Amazing.
I've had them in my cart a few times to purchase, and just don't have the. Yeah, it's just can't do it yet. You know what I mean? So
Right?
this year's been so slow. It's hopefully next year. Hopefully things get start speeding up and get making some money again, so we can start building some cool fucking bikes again.
I feel like it's after the election. I hope things will get back to normal a little bit. I think people are apprehensive one way or the other, and then we got Christmas coming up, so I think after that things will get back to normal, and we'll be able to build bikes again and
Yep, yep.
get
Hoping.
going.
Yeah, I'm hoping, man. It's been a crazy year, but that's why I'm trying to do more stuff like this to try to get out there and help people find other people like you. You know what I mean? Because it's just fun too. It's fun, man. It's all community and it's all love. And if we all come up together, we rise this tide together and float all these boats together.
Right, right, man. And like this series is, I think when you first asked me if I wanted to be on it, I was like, I don't know how I didn't know about this because we have the TV in the shop and this stuff is exactly the genre of stuff that we have on. And ever
Yeah,
since you told me about it, it's like all of the episodes now have played a couple of times in here, and
hell yeah,
uh, man, there's so many rad people out there that, like we were
Yeah.
talking, that have no interest in being Instagram famous. You would never know they're doing what they're doing. So
Yup.
you know, this shout out you again. This series is rad because you're shedding light on the little guy. You
Yeah.
know, it's got a little backyard shop or
Yup. Man, I'm just trying to shed the light on everybody, that's the thing too, like, I didn't wanna do it and just be like, "Oh, I'm only gonna interview these famous big shop builders," you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
fuck,
right,
dude. We all started somewhere, man. Like, if you woulda saw the conditions I built the very first bike I ever built in, like, I had fucking nothing, dude, like,
right,
I had one of those little, like, Craftsman box fucking tool sets, and my workbench, I punched the side of one of, like, an in-home, stereo, surround sound stereo subwoofer. I punched the side out so I could put a C clamp on it, and that was my fucking workbench, dude. So, man, I was born in the dirt, man. I'm gonna be a dirtbag my whole life. Don't get it twisted.
right, man.
Yeah.
It's like if you can't figure it out, you're probably not going to be able to make it very long doing this. You know, it's
No.
like it's you got to eventually move past being a guy that can just bolt on parts. You got to be able to like, we got a problem, we have to fix it now, or
Yep.
um,
Yep.
you know,
100%.
that's the differentiation, I guess, between the guy in his garage and guys that are doing it a little bit more professionally. Is
Yeah.
when you
Yep.
run into
But
a
it all
problem,
starts
can
somewhere,
you?
man.
Yeah,
It all
yeah,
starts
you
somewhere.
gotta.
Like, fuck, if the guy that started bolting on, man, eventually moves forward, and eventually he's a new
That's
up and
how you
comer builder. That's how it
some guys
works.
catch the bug like that, you know. I mean, I know that I didn't go to Harley school. I didn't work
Nope.
for Harley Davidson, so you know, I grew up renting. My dad was a mechanic. My grandpa was a mechanic, so you know, I have this kind of skill set that was bred into me. And
Yup.
you know, I was a pipe layer by trade and ran a construction company before I decided to stop hating life so much and you know work for myself. And
Yup.
man, you know, I'm never going to get rich doing this. I know it. It's not something that you do with the intent to be a millionaire. If that's
Nope.
your idea, you got the
Nope.
wrong, this is not the job for you, bro.
No.
It's late nights, it's beat up knuckles, it's
Yup.
you know, there's a bunch of benefits from it, but it's heartache, bro. It's
Oh, it is.
trial
It's
and error.
big
You,
time. It's rough work, man. It is, but it's people like you and that stick around like this. It's because it's passion. You know what I
yeah, it
mean? And
is
that's
passion,
what we need more of. We need people that are here for the passion, not here for
right?
the followers.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%, man. And you know, I'm the same. I'm like you, man. I do this because I love it.
Yep.
There's nothing like turning around before you turn the shop light off at the end of the night and looking at something and be like, fuck, I built
Yeah.
that, man. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride
100%.
that thing tomorrow. That's
Oh yeah.
mind
It's
blowing, bro.
riding a bike you built there's nothing like it, dude. And it's it's a wild experience. Like to know, like I had that fucking thing completely apart. Now I'm fucking going to
All the
fucking,
way.
yeah, I'm riding to California on this bitch. Let's go.
For reals.
You
For
know.
reals, bro. Like I said, I just got done getting the break-in miles on this freaking shovel head. And
Yep.
like every time I look at that bike and see that frame, I'm like, God damn, bro, you took that thing all the way apart. Every nut and bolt on that bike you turned.
Yeah.
You the wire, you know, like I'm getting ready to rewire it with a moto gadget and
Yep.
you know, bring it up to snuff for more performance style Ventura build.
Yep.
And it like at that point it's like everything is new, you know. That's pretty much the only thing on the bike now that came from Harley is its wiring harness, and we're about to get rid
Yeah.
of that thing out of here. So
Do you
it'll
have a
be
wiring diagram already for that moto gadget? Because I have a killer one if you don't.
I got a buddy that sent me one, but you know, every extra
Okay.
resource I can get, I'll definitely take it, especially
Okay.
if it's geared for a FXR. Because the one I
Yeah.
have, he sent me, it's for a chopper, and I'm like, I'd probably figure it
No,
out.
this one was actually another guy made it. I can't recall who, but when I was wiring my FXR or my wife's FXR and was going to do it, he hit me up and said, "Hey, you want this diagram? It's a really nice diagram, dude. I'll find it and I'll
Nice.
shoot it over to you too." It
Heck
helped
yeah.
me a ton for sure. Um,
Heck yeah.
the only thing I've disliked about the M unit blue, did you get a Bluetooth one?
I haven't decided yet what we're gonna do. I mean, for me, the bike's got a key. It's got the
Yeah,
original key from '82. I'm a
yeah.
nostalgic guy. I may just get the regular one and keep the key on it and not do the phone Bluetooth part. Um, I don't know. I like the
Okay.
benefit of it. Plus, it's always cool to see somebody just walk up and flick a switch and start their bike, especially on an 82 FXR. So,
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
maybe.
Yeah, can you still hear me?
I can hear you, but you're frozen up.
Yeah, yeah, it freezes every time. I don't know what the hell goes. I think my camera overheats.
Oh,
Um,
shoot.
but yeah, on mine, I have the Bluetooth one in mine, and I still use a key and everything. But the Bluetooth one allows you to like connect your phone to the bike and shit, and like kind of like track your bike and like a couple little features like that. But what I've noticed is that even when I put the bike in transport mode and like put it in a trailer, it
Uh-huh.
still pulls a draw on the battery. And
Oh, okay.
I haven't been a fan of that. I don't know if there's a way to turn the Bluetooth off. I need to look through the manual. But if I could go back at this point, I think I would go without the Bluetooth.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, you can get around that, maybe pull your negative battery, but that's a pain in the butt. You shouldn't have to do that every
yeah,
time you travel with your bike. So,
exactly.
yeah,
Especially not
that's
when you
cool,
have
man.
transport mode.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like again, it's these little tips and tricks that we share with each other in the community that makes it so valuable,
Yeah,
to have
yeah,
these little contacts and stuff.
yup, for sure.
I'm getting ready to build a chopper here. I've haven't ever put together a full chopper before, and so kind of stoked about it. In fact, the FXR is going to donate a few parts. I've got the original motor out of her that we're going to put in the chopper, and then
Hell yeah.
the 82's got the 35 mil front end, so she's real skinny tubes. And I had it all stretched out 6 over, so it'll look kind of cool on a chopper. And I've got a 52 EL frame that I'm gonna build out hardtail,
Oh,
and
damn.
yeah, should be
You're
kind of
going
fun,
hard.
man. It's like like you said, it's passion, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh
As
yeah.
soon as I finish one, I want to start something else. It's the idle hands kind of thing for me.
Yup, yup, yup. Yeah, what's your time frame usually on a build for you?
Uh, I mean, it really depends. That chopper is gonna come together just because I did a bunch of favors for some guys in the chopper community here and didn't take
Yup.
payment. It was more like, hey, just put it in the favor bank, bro. Eventually, I'm gonna build one, and I'm gonna need, a set of tens or some wheels or whatever. And so that word started to kind of get through, like, hey, he'll paint your bike and he won't take money, but he's gonna want some wheels or whatever. And so I started getting offers, like, hey, buddy, I got this 10 set. Would you paint my chopper? Yeah, I got you, bro. So,
Yeah, that's
um,
cool.
yeah, so that one's gonna go together kind of fast. I think it shouldn't be that that money slowdown like we talked
Yup.
before. We'd all have the coolest bikes in the world if money wasn't a problem. But
Fucking A.
I can't afford all the cool guy parts that I want. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Justin from My Machinist would be on speed dial.
Right? That guy's too talented, man. It's actually annoying.
Bro, everything that dude makes is fucking beautiful. Like
Yeah,
literally
he's
everything,
beautiful, that's
bro.
why. You seen
Yeah.
that guy?
Yeah, for reals. Calm down, dude. Leave some ladies for the single guys, buddy.
Yeah, right. No, I was with him this last weekend too in Texas, and he's just, some of the best people out there, man. And again, some of the best people are in this community doing some rad shit. It's just great, dude. It's great to be involved, and it's great to be a part of it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Well, Van, I'm
But
super stoked on what you're doing, man, and I'm very proud of you. And I hope to keep being along for your journey for sure, my man.
man, like I said, I got a lot of love for you, Steve. You were one of the people that reached out first and were willing to help. And so, again, bro, I love you. I appreciate you. It's always great talking to you. It's always great to see you.
Yup.
We need to get together and break some bread here pretty quick.
Yes, please. I would love that. Yeah.
So,
And when that bike's when you get that bike going a little bit more, or you get that chopper up on the lift, let's do another episode. I'd love to do that with you too.
bro, absolutely, man. Anytime. It's always fun. It's always fun chatting with you, brother.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, man. Well, you be good. Take care. And if you need anything from me, you know how to get a hold of me.
Thank you, brother. Have a good one, man. Take it easy and be
All
safe.
right, man. Have a good night, brother.
Bye.